I'm Rachel Millman, and you're at Popularity.
Did you ever expect to receive the awesome response that you've been getting?
Honestly, this whole industry makes you feel very vulnerable. You're really putting yourself out there, so to get any response at all for me has been seriously gratifying. So the fact that it's been so positive this whole time is even more gratifying.
Mm-hmm.
So I really didn't expect to get this kind of response. So it's really been great to get so much positive feedback.
You recently joined Musicians on Call. Can you tell us a bit about that, and why is it important to you to be involved with it?
Musicians on Call is a really great nonprofit organization that basically puts musicians ranging from someone who's as independent an artist as I am to someone like Gavin DeGraw or Carrie Underwood into hospitals to bring music and a little bit of cheer and happiness to kids who unfortunately are sick and have to be in a hospital. So it's important for me because I've grown up always giving back, whether it's to the community or charity. It's just something that's a part of me. So being able to share my music with those who are ill and knowing that maybe something that I could share with them, put a smile on their face for even just a minute is something that's really important to me.
What were the expectations going in to put If I Believe together?
Really, the interesting thing about If I Believe is that 3 songs, If I Believe, Hold On to Me, and Waiting for Someday, came from earlier recordings that I had done out in Los Angeles in 2004. And then 2 years ago, my manager-producer, Denise Marsa, had introduced me to Throne Rocks, and I immediately fell in love with it. And then I had these other 3 songs from a few years ago, and we said, hey, let's make a record. And really the goal was to take these old recordings and make a new recording and just make sure it was really cohesive and remastered and that it all flowed and make it sound like one work of art versus something from a few years ago and something from now.
Can you pick a couple of your favorite highlights off the record and tell us what they mean to you?
Song-wise, all of the songs are really special to me and have special meaning. And in terms of highlights from the record, what I really take from it is the process of recording that I went through. And basically, recording is really a creative process for me. It's a creative outlet. It's very calming and serene for me. And the recording is probably my favorite part. So that's the best thing about it for me.
How do you feel you've changed musically and personally throughout the creation process?
I've changed musically a lot in the last year because I've gone from working in a studio with live musicians to being on stage with live musicians and being able to take songs that I created in studio and sort of recreate them for a live audience. So I've really grown musically in that I've learned how I want certain things to sound and how you can really change up a live performance and the interpretation of a song through live performance. And also vocally, my voice has grown a lot in the last year. I've taken up studying with a new teacher, and also performing more has really stretched my range out and has just helped me be more confident in my songs and my performance. And personally, I've grown more independent, and I've grown more conscious of who I really am and the person that I want to, and the artist that I want to come across as. So it's been really gratifying, everything.
Is there anything from the process this time that you noticed that you might want to change next time around?
Definitely not. I've been so lucky to be surrounded by people who have my best interest at heart and who really want me to be totally hands-on in making the decisions. So I really was very hands-on with everything. And again, being in the studio, I watched every musician do their part in making the record, and that was really cool. And it helped me learn about the process more than when I was in the studio in 2004, because I just did my vocals then. So again, a learning experience, time for me to grow, and there's definitely nothing that I would change next time around.
Did any of the songs take a different direction than you initially thought that they would?
Throwing Rocks at the Moon actually took a very different direction. I heard the demo 2 years ago, and obviously I fell in love with the song, but compared to the first initial listening, we altered the tempo and we added new elements in terms of the instrumentals and the melody. We really changed the song from being a pop rock song to more of a power ballad. So I would say that song took the most transformation. As far as the other songs go, the transformation has really come from what you hear on the album to what you might hear at a live show.
What would you say is the biggest challenge that you face right now?
Right now, it's funny. I'm in a funny place because I've been performing a lot in New York City, which has been just awesome. So far there's no better place to sing than in New York City. It's my city, and I love it, and I love the culture, and it's been such a great experience. But they've been at smaller venues, and just last week I was down in Richmond, Virginia, and I performed at the opening ceremonies for the JCC Maccabi games, and that was in an arena on a big stage in front of 5,000 to 7,000 people. So it was my largest audience yet, and not only that, it was like euphoric standing up on a stage like that and seeing all of those people and the bright lights and the stage and the acoustics of the arena. It was really empowering. So having just come down from such a huge performance, and now I'm going to be going back to the clubs in New York City, now that I know what it feels like to have such a large audience, the challenge now is going to be getting more shows in arena-like settings, because I had a blast. It was truly a remarkable experience for me.
What exactly are you trying to open people's minds up to with your music?
I'm really trying to make people feel good when they listen to my music, whether it's feeling good about themselves or feeling good about life in general. For me, music is very therapeutic for me. A song can take on 10 different meanings when you're listening to it, depending on the kind of mood that you're in. But really, I hope to give people through my music what I get through recording my music and through listening to other music, which is just to really connect and feel at ease and have it be meaningful.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the readers of Popularity?
Yeah, I'd like to say, thanks for checking me out, and always be true to who you are. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Speak your mind for yourself, and always keep music a part of your life.